Well, welcome back this morning. So this weekend in Hillsborough, you can see a bunch of different animals yet. Getting up close and personal at the Pacific Northwest Reptile and Exotic Animal Show. I'm joined here by Jeff Hoffman. We've got a lot of different animals here. First off, tell me a little bit about what I'm holding.
It's a savanna monitor.
Okay.
It's a large monitor species from Africa.
Oh, wow.
Get about 3.5 feet. They'd eat baby tortoises if they got a chance when they're bigger.
Oh boy.
So yeah, they're a pretty large predator in Africa as far as reptiles go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
This is also an African species, so they would interact in the wild naturally. These guys
are little baby guys?
They're Indian star tortoises, so they're a different continent. But just to give you a idea on size disparity, these guys start out that small.
Oh wow!
And they get bigger yet.
So, how old is that one right there?
This one here is about 10.
Okay.
Okay.
They'll live to be about 100.
Okay.
About
Isn't that
150
amazing?
pounds. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, we got about the same run usually.
Yeah.
So he looks very mobile. The little guys, they're just kind of hanging
They're a little
out there.
cool right now. Yeah. They'll get faster when they warm up, but it's good for our needs right now.
This guy's kind of like digging his nails. So
Yeah.
like you were mentioning, he like wants to like.
Yeah, they'll dig up animals. They'll rip animals apart with those claws.
Oh wow.
So
What about humans?
No, they're not that big.
Oh.
These guys though, they'll get about 6 feet tall, full grown.
Yeah. So these are little baby emus, right?
Yeah, emu chicks. Yeah.
6 feet tall.
Yeah.
About the same as me.
You ever seen like the Liberty Mutual commercials?
It's exactly.
Like the emu emus.
Yep. This one loses the stripes as it grows and it looks just like that. This variety is called a blonde, so they're a lighter. It's like a hypomelanistic.
Okay.
type.
Okay. Well, we let Rod hold the bird because of my healthy fear of animals that I
So
have.
you don't like birds, do you?
Birds, I am most afraid of. So they look very different. Why?
It's just a color variant. So they're the exact same species. They actually hatch from the same clutch, but about half of them look like this.
Okay, so it's not like a male-female thing?
Nope.
Okay.
Where do the lemus originate? Where are they?
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about the show, you know, what people see.
So it's the largest and longest running reptile show of its kind. We have plants, exotic animals other than reptiles, curiosities, taxidermy, things like that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to see for the whole family.
Okay.
Could have held a plant. Why didn't you bring a plant?
Next time I'll get you a potted
How
plant.
many people do you guys expect to come through?
Oh, we're hoping for a few thousand.
Yeah?
We'll see. It always varies depending on what else is going on, but it's a great time for the whole family. There's really something to do for everyone.
All right. Well,
We actually have boxes hidden all over town.
okay.
So Beaverton, Hillsborough. Later today, we're going to have locations for people to hunt free admission and whatnot. So we do a lot of interactive things like that, or try to.
Fantastic. All right. Well, get out to Hillsborough this weekend, see some cool exotic animals. Rod, are you going to do the weather with the lemur in your hand?
No, because I've got to hold the clicker.
Okay, so I'm going to.
Now hold the feet. Do you know how to do this?
Let me try.
He's a professional.
Oh,
It's hard to get the feet.
Well, you trained me well.
Okay. We got the sound.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Yeah, so we're grabbing all kinds of animals.
Give me a bird.
Because if you head to Hillsborough this weekend, you can check out the Pacific Northwest Reptile and Exotic Animal Show. Thomas and I are hanging on to Joyce, was her name?
Yeah.
So we're joined here by Jeff Hoffman with the show. So tell us who Joyce is, what Joyce is.
That's a Burmese python. That's one of the largest species of snake in the world.
Not a biter, I assume.
No, she's not. They can be.
Oh, okay.
So just be careful. But no, she's very calm.
Do they like being on TV?
They love it.
Irritate them.
They love it. Yeah.
She was showing off during that tease that we just showed. So she's pretty cool.
So they get all their heat from outside sources.
Okay.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
So she's basically the temperature of the studio right now.
Yeah, and so she's...
So we'll warm the car up for her on the drive home.
Okay, so she's 60 or 70 pounds.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
you can
we're-
feel
we're
it.
feel-
She's heavy.
We're feeling
Yeah,
the weight. She's a big girl.
Do they spend most of their time on the ground, like up in the trees?
At
or
this
a
size,
mix?
they do.
Or
When they're
what?
young, when the babies, they'll be a lot more arboreal to stay away from predators. At this size, they don't have a ton of predators, so they pretty much just.
Understandable.
Go ahead.
What is she doing just in a typical day when she's not on TV?
That's basically it.
This is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is when she hasn't had a meal, or when she's not eating, which is once every few weeks, she's just
that's it?
digesting and laying around.
Once every few weeks.
Yeah.
So
That
what
sounds
is she
horrible.
eating?
Basically anything that's roughly about as big around as her or a little bit larger.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, rabbits.
Rabbits, okay.
You did say to keep her away from the birds.
Yeah, just yeah.
Let's
I mean,
bring you
she's
over
well
here.
fed and shouldn't be an issue.
Oh my goodness!
Good- good to be cautious.
So Rod, what's Rod holding? Because she's very
This
interested.
is Ed. It's a baby. It's a
Ed?
baby. Sure. It's a baby emu. This is one of the largest bird species in the world, flightless, from Australia. This is a hatchling. They grow pretty rapidly, like most birds do. But they'll be on display at the show this weekend.
And they get to like 6-7 feet,
Yeah,
right?
about 6 feet, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
Hi.
And then, so I actually grew up with a couple of pet turtles and stuff.
Oh, awesome.
So what's happening here with this guy on the
So
table?
this is a sulcata tortoise. It's the third largest species of tortoise in the world, and it's going to the bathroom.
I was going to say, did he just pee?
Yeah, a little bit. They get about 150 pounds full grown. They're a pretty popular species, but you need to know what you're getting into because of the size, just like that snake or this bird.
Okay.
They're good for camera, but before you get something that gets this large, you want to do your research. Right. The nice thing about the show, though, is there's a little bit of something for everybody. So there's smaller, more handleable species.
Where can people find you?
It's at the Westside Commons Event Center in Hillsboro.
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday. Fun for the whole family. You can come out and spend the whole day and probably not see all of it even then.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Rod, I think you got to do the weather.
Oh, you got to do the weather. There you go.
All right.
You got it?
Hold the feet, right?
I don't know where she's going over here,
all right.
but
All right.
She likes you, Thomas.
All right. Interesting. All right. Good to see you.
Good to see you,
Found
Rod.
a new prom date.
right? No donuts here.
No, just a rabbit.